Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you to the witnesses for being here today. PNT is a hugely important issue, but one that maybe most Americans don't understand, comprehend, but it's integrated in our daily lives in such a robust way. And that's, I think, why this hearing is incredibly important. GPS remains one of America's greatest technological achievements. We also know that our adversaries, obviously, are investing heavily in counter space capabilities, jamming, spoofing, and alternative PNT systems of their own, and so we cannot afford to fall behind. At the same time, I think Congress has an obligation to be careful. We should support a more resilient, layered PNT architecture, but we don't necessarily need to pick winners and losers, disrupt existing technologies, or impose new costs on consumers, businesses, utilities, and the constituents that we represent. Ms. Dyer, your testimony notes that a robust commercial PNT industry already exists and that multiple complementary systems are either operational or being developed, including space-based and terrestrial. From your perspective, what is the most important thing Congress can do to support the development and adoption of PNT alternatives without undermining GPS or creating a one-size-fits-all mandate?
There have been a few activities that Congress has already done. There is they have provided funding to an organization in Los Angeles, California at a Space Force base called SpaceWorks. And SpaceWorks has provided seed funding to a number of different technologies in what they're calling an alt PNT challenge. So they're helping some of these small businesses, these innovative groups, to really start to develop and enhance their existing work so that they can try to bring new technologies forward to us. I think there's also a lot that can be done, as I mentioned earlier, about enforcement of existing laws. The interference with GPS and other radio communications authorized by the FCC is illegal, and so making sure that the FCC has enough resources to address the bad actors that are causing these problems is an inviolably important role that Congress can play here.
Thank you for that. Ms. Soren, my understanding that NextNav currently has a pending petition before the FCC seeking a rulemaking on the lower 900 MHz band. Is that correct?
Thank you, Congressman. It is correct. And I wanted to just point out—
just curious, what is the reasoning behind the petition and why NextNav is asking the FCC for that specific band?
I appreciate the question and the opportunity to tell you. We have licenses currently in the no lower 900 megahertz band, so we are an existing licensee, and we're asking for modernization of those rules, something the FCC does all the time, where they have two sides, they listen to multiple sides, and have shown over decades that they make the right decision. I wanted to also acknowledge your actually, what you mentioned about national security, which is where I would like to point out to you, Admiral Mike Rogers, former NSA director and head of Cyber Command, summed it up really well, saying U.S. needs a ground-based backup that leverages existing infrastructure to provide the speed and scale the problem requires.
And maybe we do. Forgive my ignorance. I'm just trying to make sure that I understand this, because I think the sheer amount of opposition that you have is alarming. You know, we walk into this hearing and there's a ton of organizations, entities, everything from utilities to small companies that say that this is too much. So why is it that carving this lane out of exclusivity would be appropriate, and that these other companies or these other utilities, if you will, are wrong? Why are they wrong?
Congressman, sometimes when you ask for change, people don't like change. But that is why we have a process. FCC has solved many more complex problems.
But isn't there a less, all right, so I'm a layman here. This is not my field of expertise. But if I am a road and I'm, say, the South Carolina Department of Transportation, and I've got a few options, right? I can plow through somebody's neighborhood or I can go around it. So why could we not do something else that's less disruptive?
We could have everyone coexist with their very important operations. You do not have to choose in between them. That's why the FCC will make sure not only we have solid multi-layer PNT resiliencies, but these other very important operations continue to coexist. We must trust our engineers and staff. they will be able to figure it out. They have done it for decades over much more complex, much higher level opposition than what we have faced. I fully trust their process.
I look forward to learning more because it, obviously, we're running out of time, but would certainly welcome the opportunity to speak with you about how we could do that. Thank you so much, Mr. Chairman. I yield back.